Nyankonye akpeni.
Wow.
Metro taji homa.
Okay.
Joje kule tumbe. Nene do hucha fiko ina agozuma alamoji apafuma easy.
Sure.
She in Gan in the first place in our family in the basic school.
Okay.
We were Gan learn kase
as something you did in school.
Yeah. In young man,
okay.
In we were Gan Mani Makanigan.
Traveling experiences. You traveled before? Let's share.
Alright guys, once again welcome to the Joy YouTube channel. This is where you get to share your work and then your travel experience. I have with me a very beautiful lady. Okay, she's somebody's wife. And yes, so we are here to like we always do. This is where you get to share your work and then your travel experience. Okay, so I'll ask my very good friend to introduce herself. And then she's a woman of many talents and many sides. So the introduction is going to be very nice. So, Madam, please introduce yourself.
Okay. Good day to all your viewers.
Right.
Yes. My name is Amanda Akpeni Dolagbemi. Yeah,
Amanda
I'm an
Akpeni,
Ewe.
okay.
I'm a Fante. I speak Gan.
Wow.
I speak Chi. Yes.
Wow. So can you say something in all those dialects? The Gan, the Chi, the Ewe, yeah.
Nyankonye Akpeni.
Wow.
Metro taji homa.
Okay.
Joje kule tumbe. Nene do hucha fiko ina agozuma alamoji apafuma easy.
So that one is like you're telling us where you're from.
Yeah, I was telling you where I'm from.
Okay.
And then the nearest landmark.
Mark to the place.
Yes.
Hey, I have to go for my own lessons soon.
So I can easily find my small village.
Sure.
She in Gan in the first place in our family in the basic school.
Okay.
We were Gan learn kase
as something you did in school.
Yeah. In young man.
Okay.
In we were Gan Mani Makanigan.
Okay, so you wrote BC in Ghana.
Yeah, and surprisingly, though I'm an Ewe, we speak Ewe and Fanti at home.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand Ghana at all.
Wow.
So Form 2
JHS.
So I had to take Ghana lessons, extra classes.
Okay.
Because the grades was not good from class 1.
Okay.
And surprisingly, I think that year, I got 1.
Hey.
In Ghana, and the Ghana surprisingly got 2. it was
the guy who did the extra classes for you. It's
a lady.
Oh, shit.
And what made me learn the Ghana? She insulted me in Ghana, and I didn't understand. And the whole class was cracked up, and they just laughed
at you.
And I was like, "What is she saying? What is she saying?" And they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, learn it. If you learn it, you know."
Okay.
So when I got to understand the language, I realized that, oh, Salmami like everyone. So I just made up my mind that since then, I take my languages serious.
Yeah.
And it's been very helpful.
Thank God.
Very helpful in my journey so far. Yeah, it's been good.
So we thank Madam for introducing herself to us. So you've seen that she's a woman of many dialects. So I think you should have told us what you do too. But what I know of you is that you teach.
Yes.
Apart from teaching, I know you've done what? She's baked cake for my birthday before. She's very good. My God. Hey, Mandy. In fact, the cake. It was the first time I celebrated a birthday, and I had prepared cake. Is that how you say it? I had ordered for a cake.
Yes.
And then you did it well for me. But thank you.
She
beats down the price and the rest. So maybe in the course of the video, I'll leave her number down so you can contact us for business. Okay.
Sure.
So Mandy, is that all I said?
Yes, I'm the CEO of Joe Mandy Cakes and Bakery.
Wow.
Yes. So it's a registered business. So those who want to do business with me, they are safe.
Okay. So we'll put the number down.
Yes.
For them.
And I'm based in Fosu, but once in a while I go to Accra to take some orders, and then I do. And then aside that, my passion is sewing. Surprisingly.
I don't know that.
I love sewing.
Okay.
I love sewing. So I sew for family and friends.
Wow.
It's only once I've sewn commercially for school.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a year group.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Aside that, I usually sew for family and friends. But
Wow.
baking is one
What
of
you
my
do?
side hustles.
That's what I know.
Yes.
I don't know anything about it.
And I love doing that too.
Okay.
It's fun when you see the smiles on people's
faces
and the way they enjoy the cake.
That's what the cake, in fact. That's what the cake, in fact. Yeah, I mean, you've done well. You are doing well. And then some of the things that I've seen her do, some of the pictures I see, and then she does wedding cakes.
Yeah.
And a whole lot.
The cakes, the pastries, and all that. But I specialize in the cakes.
Okay.
It's something that I enjoy doing.
Okay.
The pastries, yes, I do them once in a while. Yes, the pizza, the one you ate.
The one I ate. I was even thinking it was someone calling you for cake. It's an order.
She's paying. Yeah,
hey.
She's just saying
See, I was telling you. All right, so moving on. I know that you've moved away from Accra to Asin Fosu. Now again, this platform is where we share our work and then our travel experience. You've told us that you teach. Now you've told us that you sew. You told us that you bake too. Now I want you to tell us what is the difference, that you've seen. I mean, it's good from any angle. What difference have you seen? I mean, with working in Accra as compared to working here away from Accra, Asin Fosu. So that you can see.
There's a lot of differences. There are good differences and then there are bad differences. On the good side, I'll say here it's cost effective.
Okay.
Working here, the things are not overly cheap.
Okay.
But I'll say they are less expensive than Accra. Even with my job as a teacher, when you're having practicals, the items here, even the ones you can get, the prices are better as compared to having a practical session in Accra. Yes, you spend more than being here. Again, with the people you teach, of course, Accra kids are yes than this place. So it's what makes it a bit difficult teaching people here, especially those who haven't traveled
before.
The first shock was when I think that was about 9 years ago. When I came here first, I went to class. I spoke English throughout the lesson. It was just those days it was 45 minutes per period. It wasn't 1 hour like this.
I understand.
And I finished and I was like, "Do you understand?" And I'm like, "Yes, madam." Do you understand? I was excited, like, "Oh, the children have
understood.
Picked everything."
Yeah.
And I came back the next day and I asked, and everybody was silent. So I was like, and I'm fluent in English, so I decided to, and that's what I was teaching in Accra.
Yeah.
And then one student was like, "Madam, auntie who?" Yeah, I was like, "Hey, so the whole 45 minutes, madam, she won't say miss her." So then I asked one of my colleagues, Priscilla. It was through Madam Priscilla that I came here, and she said, "Unless I mix it," and I was like, "Okay, here am I speak different languages, and none of them is familiar to this area."
Sure.
Because here they speak Twi.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know that much about Twi, so I had to speak Fanti. When I speak the Fanti, the students would tell me, "Madam, Fanti, no me you do,
one task.
And though it's all I can, there are certain words that are not.
I heard this one, Akoshi, and then Akoshi. There's
Koshini.
Koshini and Akoshi. Akoshi. And Koshi.
Yes, Koshini in Fante is someone who tells lies, but Koshini in Twi,
it's a very serious.
It's a serious word.
I heard that particular
It's like someone who hasn't done anything in life.
Oh, okay.
Someone who has not amounted to anything.
Wow, that's a lot.
So when you tell an account person Koshini Nkahe, Fante person Koshini Nkahe, but when you tell a Twi person, Koshini, hey,
which way?
And so it made me very cautious.
Okay.
I went to the market to another shop there. I got there like, "Meto anyo." They're like, "What is anyo?" Everybody was like, "What anyo?" It was only some people who were like, fancy anyo, ejene.
Okay.
Then they will interpret, and then I'm like, "Okay, it's called Jenny."
Jenny over here.
I go and buy in Choba. They said, "No, in trouble kind of say, oh, or car in
Yeah, the
trouble.
next,
So the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
time
yeah,
going to
yeah.
the market, I was like, hey, it will not be easy here. Church too, the same thing. You go to church and they speak tree throughout. The songs are in tree. So when I came here initially, I cried for some time, and I went home every weekend.
As for that.
I went home every weekend.
Thank you for sharing this.
And
Yeah.
I had to keep telling my dad, find me another school. I have to come back to Accra. You know, like, you'll be there for 2 years and we'll bring you back. Because when I came, yes, I didn't spend. I was not even being paid. So spending money was not an option for me. But everywhere I went, there was this cultural lag. You go here and the way they behave, their way, it's different. It's not what I'm used to at all. It took time. It took time. Even when you wash your clothes and you dry your underwear here,
it's a problem.
You don't dry underwear on the lines that everybody uses.
Yeah.
It's like you've desecrated the lines. So they keep telling like, in Accra we dry because for my background, even the sun's rays to kill germs.
Yeah.
And then for my science background, I know you have to dry it in the sun.
Yeah.
So you dry and everybody is watching you. You hear a lot
it's like they are cringing at you.
Yeah, and only one person will come, madam, and I didn't know how to dry in the room. So it was I had to keep to myself.
Sure.
I had to keep to myself. I kept to myself a lot of the times because I realized that their way of doing things was different from what the way I was brought up. The only thing that was similar was the spending. I'm not someone who spends. I'm not a spendthrift. Yes. So here, because of the economy too, the way they buy things too, you realize it was quite moderate. So that one I fit in all right. But the things with the clothes, even their accommodations, searching for a house in Fosu. I was shocked with the things I saw.
Okay, you hold on with the accommodation first. Okay. Now so all you've said so far is that there's like a language barrier.
Yeah.
In when you move from one place, from Accra to this point, and you encounter that in your teaching. Yeah. You also encountered that when you went to the market and at church too.
Yes.
So our subscribers have to know that there's something like that you're gonna face.
Definitely.
If you should move from one place to another. I've had people who went from Ghana to to Spain, went from Ghana to China, and these people had to learn the Mandarin and then the Spanish. You understand? And so these things, if you don't know and you're not prepared, but you see the deception is that if you are traveling outside of Ghana, you have the sort of mindset that the language may be different. That is if you're not going to the UK or the US. That one you sort of prepare subconsciously. But the moment you are traveling within Ghana, you feel, it's not going to be too much of a hassle. But you go there and you are shocked, people. You go there and you are shocked. So we thank you for highlighting the language barrier.
Traveling experiences. You traveled before? Let's share.